Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Politics Now. We're talking about modern politics in modern America. And today, we're going to be discussing how Trump is absolutely dominating right now in pretty much every single metric and why he has not only a pretty good chance, but a very likely chance of winning 2024. So, yeah, let's get into that. So, Trump recently has been on a roll in the polls. I mean, he has had incredible growth over the past couple of days and even the past couple of weeks. He has had insane growth. He has gone from about 44, 45%. Now he's pulling up to 47, almost 48 in some of these polls. And he is absolutely dominating. Biden, on the other hand, has stagnated and is honestly declining in a lot of these polls where he used to be beating Trump for a little bit, and now Trump has been on top for quite a while. He's been on top there for about 3 months at this rate, and Trump, he doesn't seem like he's getting down anytime soon. He's at a record high in the general election polls. And not only in the general election polls, he's at a record high in the primary polls, which, I mean, he's almost at 60%. He's almost to Biden's level in the primaries. And he really has no competition in the primary for getting that nomination. So he can focus everything on the general election, which if polling is accurate, then he's doing pretty well at that. And Biden is losing to him by 2.3 points. That's not good. That is absolutely awful. If Biden is losing that badly and that continues all the way up till election day, then he's going to have a very bad time. Even if Biden gets 2 or 4 points in the popular vote, Trump can still win the electoral college. He doesn't need the popular vote. It's just a nice bonus, which Trump has a very, very real possibility of getting that popular vote and absolutely wiping the floor with Biden in this election. So, 2024, he's got the nomination, and now Biden and Trump are going to be focusing on just the general election. And Biden, he doesn't really have much to run on. A lot of these issues that people are voting on, well, he doesn't really pull too well. The economy, immigration, uh, not even abortion can save him. The stock market, Trump is up 20. Prices for gas, he's up 19. Labor unions, Trump is actually up. Taxes, Trump can actually run on that, and he's up a pretty decent margin. Cost of everyday goods, that's an important one. He's up 14 points. Interest rates, 16. Medicare, Biden has only a 3 point lead, which he should have a giant lead on Medicare. Usually, when you're a Democrat, you have a giant lead on Medicare. And Biden, he's only leading by 3 points. Abortion, he's only leading by four. Trump is the only one who can actually make this a non issue in the campaign. And Biden, really, the only thing that he can even run on is abortion. And when he's only up 4 points, he clearly can't have that be his only campaign message because abortion, well, that isn't going to do anything for him because he's only up 4 points, which, if he's only up 4 points on the only issue that he's going to run on while ignoring all the other issues that people actually care about, well, then you're going to lose the election by an even worse margin than what's currently in the polls. You might lose by about 4 points just for Trump, which, if Trump wins by anywhere near this margin in the polls, well, for starters, all the swing states are going Republican. Even Michigan, even Arizona, all of them are going Republican. And you would have serious questions when it comes to places like New Hampshire, Maine at large, Virginia, even Minnesota might be a tough state for Biden to win, even though you have Minneapolis going to the left. You might have similar margins to 2016 with Minnesota. Oregon could even become competitive. If 2024 plays out like how the polls are saying, then maybe the gubernatorial election there might play out where, yeah, Biden may win Oregon, but you could have a Republican governor in Oregon, where Oregon is a lot less democratic than Wisconsin, Washington, or California, which California is also not doing too well with Biden, where Biden won it by 30 points in 2020. Recent polling has shown that he's only beating Trump by about 10 points there. And New York, it's a similar thing. Biden was beating him by 30 points in the last election. Now he's up to he's down to 10 and 9 points with Trump. And with third parties, he's even lower. So if Biden is barely winning a lot of these safe Democrat states, how is he going to win Wisconsin? How is he going to win Michigan? How is he going to win all of the Rust Belt, the Sun Belt, Georgia? How is he going to win a lot of these states that he needs to win if he wants a second term, which really, looking at the polls, he can't. He is having a tougher and tougher time at winning these very, very close elections where he is disapproved on most issues. He's down in every single swing state, and Trump is actually beating him in the general election polls. So, really, it's a not exactly a wild possibility that the Democrats get rid of Biden and pick somebody else because Biden, he's losing in all of these issues in all of these states that it might be in their best interest to just pick somebody else, which, I mean, there's not really anybody else to pick. All of the people who could be potential picks, like Kamala, uh, yeah, there's not really much. It's pretty much just Kamala and Newsom, and those guys, they aren't good at all. They do worse than Biden, and Biden might actually be their best pick. Which, if Biden is their best pick for this election, then they're in a very, very weak position. And Trump, he definitely has an ability to exploit that. He can exploit that weakness and win the election and win a second term if he just stays on message and stays 2016 Trump and doesn't become 2020 Trump, which he's done a pretty good job on staying on message and having that fight that he had in 2016 rather than the sort of meltone uh, kind of average campaign that he ran in 2020. He hasn't really talked about 2020 all that often. I mean, he's talked some about, but he's mostly focused on 2024. But I mean, general election, Biden is not looking too good. Biden continuing this kind of meltone depression, just absolute garbage policies, then he's not going to win a second term. If he wants to be the Jimmy Carter of 2024, then by all means he can do that, but he's definitely going to lose that election if he continues with it. And Biden, he might try to do something with releasing the oil reserves to boost his poll numbers, which, I mean, it kind of worked in 2022, but I don't think it really would work in 2024 because, I mean, you have an entire 4 year presidency of bad oil prices and just bad prices in general. 2 weeks before the election isn't going to really change anything because we've seen this before where they release the oil, prices go down by a little bit for maybe a week, and then they shoot right back up. So people are smart enough to not fall into that same trap again. And honestly, people are not happy with Joe Biden. Democrats aren't happy. Independents aren't happy. Republicans aren't happy. No one is happy with Joe Biden. And when 30% of your own party doesn't want you to run again, and 30% of that party also disagrees with how you handle the country, then you are in a very weak position and you are royally fucked. You are fucked for this election. And Biden, he is going to have a rough time and a rough, rough campaign, especially during those debates. Can you imagine Joe Biden with his dementia and his just weakness going on that debate stage with Donald Trump, who is bolstered the shit out of, even if he gets arrested? Donald Trump, even if he gets arrested, he still has a pretty decent opportunity to win the White House and win 2024. Where Trump, it honestly could go either way. There's polling saying that if he gets indicted, that he could lose support, but I mean, he could definitely get some more support and rally some more people around him. So, in conclusion, Biden, you're fucked. You're just fucked. You need to fix something because right now you're fucked. So, yeah. If you think Trump will win 2024, leave it in the comments below. If you think Biden will win 2024, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.